You have voted, the polls are now closed, and it's time for your best and worst movies of 2018. Congratulations, Marvel stans. You continue to be the most impressive. However, big shout out to Lady Gaga stans, as you are also impressive, at least out of the gate. But you gotta work on your stamina, little monsters, because at the end of the voting, Marvel fans secured the top 2 spots, just as they did at the box office this year. You know, at the Golden Globes, someone cornered Kevin Feige and said, "What's with the competition, man, going on? You know, Marvel versus everyone else." And Kevin Feige said, "There is no competition." But did he really mean there's no actual competition for my movies? At least right now, for the hearts and wallets of moviegoers. Then right behind Feige, giving him the heebie-jeebies and exactly where she wants to be, is Amy Pascal with Into the Spider-Verse. Turns out she can win over fans as well. He's like, "I never should have let her in." And you all agree with me that this is one of the best movies of the year and the best Spider-Man movie ever. I'm sure a couple of you are like, "I don't think that, Grace," but you can see from the voting that many of you do. Next, DC fans also made a strong showing, perhaps even growing their numbers, thanks to James Wan's Aquaman. But fear not, traditional movie fans, this is not a list of just comic book movies. A Quiet Place rounds out your top 5. That's very impressive for that film. And it was strong throughout the voting. All of you, almost all of you, had it somewhere on your top 10 list. A Star is Born wound up at number 6 after initially strong voting. I saw a couple of you on social media working to get the vote out, but it just, it didn't last throughout the voting period. So again, number 6 was the final position for that film. Followed by Mission Impossible Fallout. Yup, Tom Cruise has still got it. Or was that a strong assist from Henry Cavill? Never should have killed him. I don't think you can survive a hook to the face, but maybe someone can just wear a Mission Impossible mask for the whole next movie. Maybe he has an evil twin. I'll accept anything. All right, then Incredibles 2 was towards the bottom for a lot of you on your lists, and therefore ended up at number 8. Pretty far down for a Disney or Pixar animated movie, which means Spider-Verse is a true animation challenger. Finally, just like the HFPA, you also enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody, and Ryan Reynolds just made the cut. Woo! Then, as is the case every year, the films that almost made your top 10 are a little more outside the box. And I'm sure many of you will be happy to see a lot of support for movies like Love, Simon, Venom, Ready Player One, Hereditary, you punks, Annihilation, Game Night, and Crazy Rich Asians. But on the flip side, it's also interesting to see which mega blockbusters didn't excite you as much as they should. As you would expect to see movies like Ant-Man and the Wasp, although it almost made it, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Fantastic Beasts 2 in your actual top 10. Then, you pretty much all agreed that A Wrinkle in Time and 50 Shades Freed were the worst movies of 2018. And you didn't care for Solo either, although that was, of course, not a surprise to anyone. I don't think any of those are a surprise for most, disliked films of the year. But then, what is a little bit of a surprise, and I think should be a real wake-up call for J.K. Rowling, is that you actually voted for Fantastic Beasts 2 as the 4th worst film of the year. Ouch! Followed by Venom! But sorry, haters, the sequel's moving forward, as was recently announced in the trades. Not officially still yet, but the screenwriter has a deal, and so that sequel is moving ahead. Oh, and by the way, there was a lot of hating going on with your voting for the worst movies of the year, with many of you trying to get Black Panther and Aquaman onto the list. For shame! And you came close, but no cigar. So those are your best and worst movies of 2018. What do you think of the results? Share your thoughts down below, and of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.